Good morning, 819S. It's a decent one today, 12 degrees, low of 8, high of 15. It's definitely getting cool. I'll put a screenshot of the weather forecast. It says the low is going to get down to 0 and -1 later this week, so I'm not really looking forward to that. Yesterday, after I made my little video in the morning, I went for a short ride on the CRF. I headed out towards Doshi. I wasn't sure if I was going to go Miyagase or Lake Yamanaka or somewhere, but I just wanted to go somewhere. So I went to Doshi. The final destination was Michinoeki, the Doshi Michinoeki, which was nice. And on the way there, I thought I want to test out my new rear tire on some dirt or stone or off-road section. A lot of the trails that I know around there have been kind of closed off because people weren't behaving politely back there, I suppose is the best way to say it. I went down one of the roads that I would normally go down. It's a public road, so it's okay. It's a stone road. The deer and boar gate was closed, which every time I've gone down that road in the past, the deer and boar gate has been open. So I was a little surprised to see it closed. Luckily, the sign said if you open the door, you must close it. It doesn't mean you can't enter. It just means, if you do enter, you do have to close it. So I opened the gate. I went in. I started heading up. I went past the pig farm. And then I realized the road that I wanted to ride down hasn't been ridden on for a long time. It hasn't been driven on either. There were no tire trails in the leaves. It was kind of barren. And on the way in, I should say, there were 2 signs that said, "Beware of bears," maybe 3. And recently in the news there were bear attacks, so that really kind of planted the seed in my head that I should be careful. There actually could be a bear back here. Prior to all these news reports this year, I would have just dismissed them because I don't think there are bear sightings in that area of Yamanashi very often, so I didn't really care. You know how they say you should trust your instincts? Well, I was going down the trail and everything felt fine. I was absolutely okay. I was slightly worried because no one uses the road, but the condition was a little bit rough. The tires were holding up really well on the trail, didn't have any trouble with the tires. And then suddenly I felt a sinking feeling in my stomach, like a really heavy, sudden sinking feeling. And I stopped. I actually thought that I had seen some animal droppings on the road. That was one of the main reasons why I stopped. And I backed up just a little, because if there were animal droppings, I definitely wasn't going to proceed. And it looked like it was just leaves, so I started to move forward again, and then my stomach dropped a little more, and then I moved forward, my stomach dropped a little more, and I was just like, okay, you know what? So I just thought if I do go forward, I could be in trouble. If I go back, I know that it's basically safe because I just came from there. Oftentimes the noise of a human will scare away any animals that could be there. I went back. I think if I had been with a friend, I would have seen if my friend had the same feeling, and we would have proceeded whether the friend had the same feeling or not. But I went back and then headed back to the Michinoeki, bought a few souvenirs for friends and family, and then headed home. Overall, it was a really nice ride. There were so many bikes out because the weather was really nice yesterday. And I'm glad that I was able to enjoy a ride. The tire feels really nice. It is a little different than the previous tire in the turns, so nothing dangerous or scary, but just a little bit, it feels a little bit different, so I gotta get used to it. So tell me, what would you do if you felt a sinking feeling going down an empty trail with no other people on it, and you thought there could be a wild animal there? Would you keep going forward, or would you turn back? I'd love to hear what other people have to say. I have a little bit of a feeling that the bear signs may have primed my memory, or primed my mind to think that there's more danger than there actually was. But, I always say better safe than sorry. They also say loud pipes save lives. Do you think if I had a slip-on or a slightly louder muffler, that it could have caused enough noise to scare away any wild animals? Should I get a louder muffler for my CRF? Is that the case for it? Riding in the fall or winter and scaring off wild animals? I don't know. It's an interesting thought idea, a thought experiment. Alright, that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Get out there and ride. Always ride safe and definitely stay warm.